my grandma Rosario, um, uh, she taught me the tradition of Hidalgo, and we organized the ofrenda, traditional ofrenda. I don't know what is the word.
Offer.
Offer, okay. And I remember that we prepare a lot of food, mole, tamales, typical sweet with I don't remember, pumpkin,
Okay.
yes. And I like the traditions, but nowadays I think that we spend a lot of money because sometimes we don't value the tradition, only we spend money and it's a party.
That's it. You're right. You know what? Here we are going to see some images. Can you mention and explain any tradition in your hometown or in a place that you know?
Okay, okay, this is in the first picture, your hometown or in a place that you know. Okay, I don't know. I think that the first picture is about the the role of the woman in that country. But for example, in Mexico, we are free. We don't have to cover our face, and it's different that in the other culture, Arabian or I don't know, other countries. In the second picture, uh, maybe it's the tradition of the family, the weddings. And in Mexico, we have in some zones like Oaxaca or Chiapas, traditions of the wedding when the family organize the party, and they have um, other manner to make the celebration. That celebration, because it's important. It's not only the party. It's mean the union of two souls. So it's maybe it's similar in our country. Not in my town, because I am I am from the Estado de Mexico, but it's different. But some songs like Chiapas or Oaxaca, they keep that tradition. And I in the other is the huevos de Pascua. Maybe.
Easter.
Okay.
The
Uh,
Easter eggs.
okay. And I don't follow that tradition. Only I remember that in the kindergarten, the teachers make that we, my partners and I, found the how do you say, what was the Pascua?
Easter eggs.
Either X, okay.
Easter.
And the last picture is a tradition that in my family, in my personal life, is a tradition that we eat together, maybe every weekend, Sunday, or every 2 weeks. We make a meeting, and we are alive together, because it's important that we express our feelings, or only we share with the other members of the family our I don't know, our feelings, or our plans. It's a tradition.
That's great. All right, thank you very much. Okay, now look at this. We are going to use the chat. Okay, so let me talk to you about what I have observed about your speech. Here we have the situation that you are the only one student. Of course, we have more students, but they are not here. So today you are going to have the personalized class.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So what I see is that you are very fluent. You have lots of vocabulary. You can easily express, and I have already observed some little, very slight errors when you use grammar. So I would like you to be writing so that we can work with those errors, and I can explain you why, or maybe they are because you are talking, you are speaking. When we speak, we tend to have many different grammar errors, or maybe usage errors, because we are speaking. We don't have time for thinking once or twice about what we are going to say. But
Okay.
we write, we can see, and we can work with all of those. So let's use the question on the screen. Can you mention and explain any tradition in your hometown or in a place that you know? For example, you talked about Oaxaca. So why don't you talk to us, well, to me, about, I don't know, Christmas, or any other important tradition, maybe in your hometown, how you celebrate, oh, this September 15th? Why don't you write to me about
Okay.
how you celebrate September 15th? Okay,
Yes.
the chat.
Yes.
All right, here we go. You know what? It is very nice, your writing. I have already written some corrections.
Yes.
First of all, you wrote, we celebrate the 15th September. We are
Okay,
going,
in Spanish there.
yeah.
Yes.
So remember that the order is going to change. So we celebrate September 15th.
Okay.
This with ordinal number.
Yes.
Party. My family and some friends come home. Here in Mexico, we say come to my house, and it's valid. But the most correct is my family and some friends come home. It means to your house. We prepare pozole, tostadas, pambazos. My sister buy typical candy. Candy is an irregular noun, so the plural is not going to be candies, but candy.
Okay.
Like alegrías, pepitorias, or dulce de leche. Alegrías is a Mexican name. Pepitorias is also a Mexican name, so we are not going to change it. But
Yes.
dulce de leche kind of like an explanation about what is it. So we say milk candy or caramelized milk.
Okay.
We watch the president's speech,
Okay.
and we are going to write president with capital letters. The is also with capital letters.
Mm.
And speech. We listen. I'm sorry, I wrote listen with
Yes.
H. we listen to mariachi music and dance all night long. All night, I didn't write long. All night long means a lo largo de toda la noche. All,
Okay.
and the most important thing with G.
Yes. This is an error of
It's the verb.
my finger. Okay.
That's it. It's okay. That's what I told you. Sometimes they are sleep, like resbalones.
Yes.
And we say cheers, decimos salud. Into English, we say we cheer up.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
We cheer up with tequila, and my nieces and nephews decorate the house with flags and hats. It's okay. That's pretty good. So they were just very little errors, very slight errors. It's okay, very good.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we are going to do something different. We are going to write, okay, let's write again, about the description of one of the pictures. Make the description about what you see. What are the things? For example, I am going to describe Picture number 2. What is picture number 2? Let me write the numbers. Here we have picture number 1, picture number 2, number 3, and number 4. Okay?
Okay.
Well, I will write a brief description.
Yes.
Number 2. In picture number 3, I see some people wearing traditional African dresses. They seem to be celebrating wedding. Well, that's my opinion. I don't know if it is a wedding or any other different celebration. Okay, so there is a very beautiful, elegant woman.
It's a picture from a film. I remember that escena,
That scene.
that scene, but I don't remember what is the name of the film.
Um,
Yes, but it's a fight in that place.
No, I don't remember either. You know what? I saw the picture on the internet and it attracted my attention because
Yeah.
it looks like so traditional.
Yes.
And so I said, wow, I like it. That's
Yeah.
why
Yes, it's a film. I don't remember the name, but I remember that it's a moment in that the son of the Mrs. Uh, is fighting with the other person.
it's the son of the lady that we see in the screen.
Yes.
That's okay. Here you are, the starting elegant. Oh my, elegant. Aha, that's it. Yeah, here you are a brief example about any description. I heard that you say the son of the Mrs. You meant el hijo de la señora.
Okay. Yes.
But remember that the word Mrs., the social title Mrs., is going to be used only with the last name of the person. Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Venegas, Mrs. etc.
Okay.
When you refer to a woman and you don't know her last name, then we can say the lady.
Okay. Lady son.
Aha,
Okay.
the lady's son.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks to you. Thanks to you. So please do me that favor. Let's write the description of number 1, 3, 4, 2, whatever you may like. Okay?
Okay. Mm.
Excellent. Very good, Marie. You know what? I have already checked it up and everything is okay. Just a little correction. You wrote the leader is the grandma and they looks. Remember that if they look like happy.
Yes.
They look happy.
Okay, yes. I think the grandma only.
Yeah. Yeah. So here, if you say looks, they look like is se ven como felices.
Oh,
So
yes.
I think no, they look happy.
Okay.
Okay, the kids and grandma wear a traditional clothes, kimono. Traditional clothes? No, they wear traditional clothes because a is singular, clothes is plural.
Okay, yes, 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 yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
they wear traditional clothes called kimono.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Called, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't send the message to you. Called, okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right, excellent. So you know what? It's okay. You are doing fine. So now let's go to another part. Here, let me move the chat. Aha, here we are. Now we are going to see this one. Do you consider that the traditions are important in the social life of any country? What's your opinion?
Okay. I think that is important because it's the base of the society or the community in every country. For example, in India, I have read some details of the wedding, and it's important because they choose the best couple for their daughter or their sons, and is the base to continue the values of their community or their people. Yes. And I don't know, in Mexico we don't have uh, uh, that costumbres, yes, customs,
Those uses.
those uses. But in for example, in my country, or in my community, but in other part of Mexico, they make an
Uh-huh.
yes, but is for money, not for values.
Mm-hmm.
I look the Japan, Ghana, and Israel. Maybe is the Judaism,
Yes.
and maybe I don't know what is the last picture, but maybe some Irlanda or
Russia.
United Russia. Okay, and I think that is important, but we lost some values, and today the the freedom for our decision to choose our couple um, is um, is first. It's not important uh, keep the social values and the marriage. I don't know. It's today is different.
Yes, that's it. Well, I agree to disagree. I think that you're right. And I think that love is the most important part that can be the maybe the warranty for having a happy life. Anyway, I don't know. As we are, as women, have sometimes very strange decisions. We make very strange decisions because sometimes we don't pay attention to how how good the person can be, but how popular he or she is, how beautiful or how rich he or she is, and that makes that, well, I don't know, maybe that decision that should be intelligent decisions, not only because of love but also because of social convenience. I mean,
Yes.
sometimes, okay, I am in love with the criminal of the neighborhood, but it is not convenient for me. And anyway, we do. So sometimes we are strange.
Yes, but maybe I think that is the maybe it's a form, is a way to keep the equilibrium, the
The equilibrium.
the equilibrium in our society. Maybe I don't know. And in other for other hand, I agree with you because it's a convenience only. Maybe financial or political or I don't know other things that the people make trails, no, with other families.
Yes, that's it. You're right. I think that society is really complex. Eh,
Yes.
Not only because of the uses that we establish, but also because of the decisions we make and the way we like to live and later on to complain. It's difficult.
Yes, for example, how do you say Musulmanes?
Muslim,
Muslim?
Muslim.
Muslim. The Muslim people, they can't get married with one, two, three, or four uh, women if they can to spend money for maintain them.
Uh-huh. If they can afford.
Afford? Okay. Yeah, so I think that is bad because I don't know. Only you have to have only one person, one couple, not three or four. This is for
Mhm.
me a machismo,
Yeah, that's it.
but it's a tradition, it's a culture form. Okay, and I respect that, but I am not agree. I don't agree.
I don't.
I don't agree. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It used to be in the past. In the past, it's a tradition that they used to have, and they considered that it was elegant, that it was good for a person, for a wealthy person. But nowadays, it is rejected. So people who does that kind of people who do, I mean, people who do that kind of actions is like nonsense. So they don't see very well that they do. I have some friends in Arabia, and they told me that. I said, okay, so you, because you can have an harem, and they told me, no, Maggie, that was in the past. Elderly people used to do it, but they are not well seen. It's like here in Mexico. I remember that a long time ago, people used to say, ah, my father has one wife, in each section. He has lots of children. I don't know how many brothers I really have. And so it was like, yes, but it is because he's a man. Men can do whatever they want. So it was a use also here in Mexico. Nowadays, it is not correct. Either way, in Arabia, nowadays it is not correct.
Okay. Yes, but it's difficult to understand some cultures.
Hmm.
No?
Yeah, that's it. And you know what? I insist, I go to the same that humankind is so complex, very complex, difficult to understand.
Yes.
All right. So, you know what? I would like you to write again about some other traditions that you love in Mexico. We are just like this to be in our celebration of Independence Day, September 15th. But what's next? You know what? We are starting with celebration time. After September 25th, we have September, October, November. What about the Day of the Dead?
Yes.
What do you
It's
think about it?
okay. The Day of the Dead is my favorite celebration. I told you when we started the conversation. We started the conversation, and but I prefer that holiday, that September 15th. I celebrate with my family, but it's more for the party, for make relajo.
Ah,
But
yeah.
and I like September because I love the folklore. I love the folklore dance, uh,
Wow.
but I prefer the holiday, the day death or Christmas.
Wow, beautiful. Okay, would you please write to me in the chat
Okay.
how you celebrate I don't know, November the 2nd or Christmas?
Okay. Yes. Okay. Mm, mm.
Actual es lugar de Garzón. Pero así Ajá. Los juntaban en una tribu y se le dio un nombre de clan azteca.
Okay, Mary, pretty good. So you say, I celebrate the Day of the Dead with an offer. We cook some food like mole, tamales, traditional pumpkin candy, etc. My family decorate a long table with cempasúchil flowers and bright, colorful papers. Wow, hey, that's pretty good. Okay, so also we put some photos about our dead family. Dead. I'm not very sure about the spelling of death. It's Death. No, that's a noun. You're correct. Dead family. Yay, that's great, Mary.
Thank you.
All right. Mary, I'm sorry. You know what? I shouldn't have let your classmates to come, but as they are starters and they are having their first class, I think that it could be like difficult to see that they are not permitted to enter into the session. And so maybe that's why, well, in my opinion, I shouldn't have let them in because it's your class for respect. But yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now I'm going to talk to them so that they are aware that they can't enter before their time. Okay, so please, finally, could you talk to me about food? What's your favorite Mexican food or your favorite dish? And tell me why.
I love enchiladas. Green enchiladas is my favorite. If I eat every week, I love because I don't know. It's my favorite dish. In pozole also, but I prefer enchiladas. Sometimes in Christmas Day, I prefer cook enchiladas verdes and not turkey or other dish.
Excellent. All right. Yes, it's, well, I think it just depends also on the way we prepare it. Different, a very wide variety of enchiladas all around Mexico. And I think that it is something of the most traditional that we have.
Yes, Potosinas. When you were finishing the other class, I listened your conversation and I agree with with her because I love enchiladas, Potosinas, delicious, and mole also, Swiss enchiladas. Oh,
Wow. Yes, they are wonderful.
yes.
Somebody, you know what? I was in Indiana some years ago. I was studying in the University of Southern Indiana. And I remember that somebody told me, Maggie, your dishes are all of them tortilla, chili, cream, and sauce. And you say that they are different, but I see them the same. And I agree to them because they are the same, but the flavor is different. So that's magical. How it happens, we don't know. But no matter how the same ingredients they could be, the flavor
Okay.
is different.
Yes, yes, yes. I when I was living in United States, I missing my enchiladas a lot.
Oh yeah, I did also until Achilles. It was
Yes.
tortoise.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Well, Mari, you know what? I have enjoyed very much this class. It was so nice because we could work about grammar and, well, to check some slight error. So I thank you so much for your attendance, for your attention, and, well, meet you next class. Have a very good night.
Thank you very much. Have a good week, and it's a pleasure, teacher.
Oh, thank you very much.
Again, another level. Okay, and see you next week.
Okay, meet you next week at the same time.
Okay. Yes, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thanks. Likewise. Bye.
Bye.